All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Miami Flying Trapeze. Here's another session. Today is July 19, July 19, 2022. Here we have Maddie back-to-back days. She's here. We have Momma Bird down here finally. She's being all awkward. Here's Lauren. There she is. Okay. Okay, he's not in it. There is Bailout. There she is. And then up top we have Brittany with her shades on. Woo! And Monica's up there. And Lemon is somewhere. All right. So this is our group for today. Nice big class. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, please like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And let's get started. All right. And welcome back to Miami Flying Trapeze. So let's go ahead and analyze this session. Now that when I said that young man, when I said he's not in it, he didn't want to be in it. So I was like, all right, don't worry about it. I won't feature you, all that stuff. Everybody signs a waiver when they come on to the property, but I still want to be respectful. So he said no. Now for Brittany, she's our woohoo. She timed it. So when I said, okay, let's get started, she took off and here it is. Okay. So let's analyze Brittany. Now I hadn't even set up the second camera, but I was able to get this with the primary camera. All right. So she's just warming up. She's going to come back to the board. She does everything well. There's nothing wrong with what she's doing. She's doing her warm-up. There she's up. All right, then Monica's gonna go in. Okay, so let's see. Monica's gonna do her warm-up. Also, nice kickback and legs up. She's still hollowing a little bit. She's trying to work on that. And you can see how you saw her feet drifted back. She almost landed right back on the board. That has a lot to do with her timing and that hollow that she has up there. But it's more just the timing of her kickback. But she's warming up, so she got a little bit, I don't want to say lazy on it, but she wasn't really working too hard. All right, and you see she's losing her swing, so her technique is off and her timing's off. Ooh, that was better actually. She just laid it out, but see, she hit the board. You got to get those feet in front of you. You will hit that board if you don't get those feet in front of you. So even if you have to crunch your knees up, when you know you're coming back to that board and you feel like your timing's off and you're not going to get your feet in front, then at least bring your knees to your chest, because that everybody can do that. Oh, she didn't let go on the timing there. And mind you, Monica has Usher's syndrome. So we'll give some awareness out there of what Usher syndrome is. I only know a little bit about it. So Usher syndrome is you're gonna lose your hearing and your eyesight progressively as you get older. And she was born with hearing loss, but her eyesight is definitely on its way out. So she doesn't have peripherals. She'll see what's in front of her, and that's slowly caving in as she gets older. But at night, forget it. She's completely blind. All right, so here she is. She's doing everything by feel. And there she let go a little bit early. Monica, if you're able to see that, you let go a little bit early when you released to come down to the net. All right, so here's Lauren. She's got a lot of power. And she's also going to be warming up. You're going to see a lot of TikToks today and a lot of swings today, at least halfway through this. But that's good, because then we can analyze swings. Here, I don't know what happens. But see, okay, there you go. You see how she brought her knees up? She didn't feel like she was going to get her feet in front of her. She just brought her knees up, and that's relatively easy to do. I think her grip was off on that warm-up swing. All right, let's see who's up. Oh, but she does that really well. Look how she spots the net and then does a half turn. So up next, it's probably going to be Brittany or Lemon. There's Brittany. And taking off with the turnaround grip. Good. Feet in front of her, hips in front of her, kicks back over the board here. Let's see if we get her doing a salute to the flag. Oh, no, it's a half turn. Very nice half turn to the net. She spotted the catcher and then focused on landing in the net. That's exactly what you want to do with every trick. Look at the catcher, focus on the catch first. So here comes Lemon. She's going to do her TikTok, so feet up and down, forward, big back 7, and her hips are drifting, so get those hips to the bar on the 7, forward, big back 7, nice big back, but look, hips, you're leaving them behind, get them up, kick down, forward, big back 7, and get those hips to the bar, no problem. Let's see how she does in the net. She lands one leg up. I like that. That's the way I do it too. Spots the net and turns. That's the way I like to teach to land in the net. So here is Bailout. She does great TikTok. She's going to open up those shoulders. That's her big thing. But hips are far away from the bar. So get those hips in for the 7. So big TikTok there. And hips into the bar. She's doing more of a set. That's what a set looks like. instead of a 7. So here in the back right there should be a 7. She's doing a set, keeping her butt back. You want to get those hips up towards the bar and make a 7 figure with your body. So let's see, does she spot the net? She does, and turns. But again, keep your body straight there, Lily. Keep it straight and turn chest high. So here we go with Maddie. Legs, she's like, I don't need to warm up. I'm going straight into it. Shallow back, but look at the height that Maddie's getting. She's got a lot of power, and a lot of it, the height has to do with that front end. Now she has to work on the back over here. All right, so kicks back, shallow back again, but look at the height. Nice force out. Forward, big back 7. So that back, I'm going to pause it on the next one. I think you have another turn where you do the same thing. Let's see how she does it in the net, and spots the net. She's getting higher, so she's got to learn how to control that a little bit more. You're loosen the legs. Gotta stiffen up. So good kick back there, nice high. So there, look where Monica is. I was able to pause at the right point. She's not stretched all the way out. She's already in a hollow. So Monica's a gymnast, Lauren's a gymnast, Maddie's a gymnast, and Monica's struggling to get this stretching her body out, and I'm struggling to tell her how to do it. So hopefully she's able to see this and see her figures. So right there, you kill your swing right there. You got to stretch it out. You're taking the energy and dissipating it with vibrations and noise, because there's a lot of rattling going on. So you got to be stretched out and take all the energy from that bar that it has to give. And then as you go back, you give it back to the bar, and then it comes back to you. It gives it back to you. Okay, so hips are out also. You got to get those hips in on the 7. There, she laid it out, but again, went into her hollow. She's actually made a big improvement. It used to be much more pronounced. So she's made a big improvement. Just going forward too soon. Got to stretch it out. Got to get those hips up on the 7. So you'll see how Monica loses. That was actually a better one. But still, oh, and look, even in the back, that was a nice 7. So there you're already in a hollow. You should be straight out here and not even kicking forward yet. So her butt's back, her feet are forward. This is not the time to do forward. You gotta wait another split second. Forward, big back 7. All right. I think she goes for another one. No, there she goes. Oh, she almost released. She's like, no, I'm gonna go for one more round. All right, so here's the release. Let go a little bit early again, and spots the net, but did not turn. Usually she turns. All right, so here comes Lauren. Lauren is no, it's a decent kickback, but only feet, no knees to the bar, only feet up a little bit. And look, she's still getting high, but that was a set. Lauren, force it out. Oh, good force out right there. Kick back and up to the sky, hips in. You want to push that bar down and force yourself up to the sky. All right, and there, I have no clue what that was, but it was cute. It works for Lauren. She's super sweet, and soft-spoken woman. And it's a pleasure having her in this school. All right, so there goes Brittany. Boom, 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 up and over. And I think this is going to be a half turn again. Pushes down and turns, looks at the catch, and then focuses on her landing in the net the right way. Very nice. There's nothing much to say about that. That's a catch all day. All right, so here comes Lemon. She kicks back, up to the sky, and out. Okay, there, you see how she forced it out and she was straight, and hips are behind you. Got to get those hips up. Forces out, and look how she straightens out. That's where you want to be. You don't want, when you're doing swings, you don't want your feet to come down. That's for TikToks. You want to force up to the sky, and then over this, there's a tower that her feet are pointing to. That tower nearest her, there's a crane up there. You want to force your feet over that crane, but you definitely want to stretch it out. All right, and then forward, big back 7. Get those hips in on that 7. So she's not quite making a 7 figure there. Forward, big back, make a 7 looking figure. A little bit better on that one, but not still not there. All right, let's see if she spots the net, and spots it and turns early. Lemon. Not bad though. All right, so here comes Maddie, kicks it back, shallow back. Give me a hard kick back. Forces it out. That's nice. She's also in that hollow. I think it's a gymnastics thing. Forces it out, get straight. That was a little bit better. But see, when she kicks back, her hips are going further back than her feet. So she's here. So there, I guess her feet are back. That was a good one. Actually, that's a very good kickback, but it's hold it a little bit longer or do it a little bit harder so that they go back even further, and that'll be your timing. And then you gotta kick forward super hard. That's actually a good back. So she's making strides on that. Good, and spots the net and turns. Little loosey-goosey on those legs. Get tight. Tighten up. All right, so Monica's up. Let's see, she kicks back and forces up and over. Good force out. That's what you want. Now it's just timing. You get that jolting. It's because you went a little early on that force out. But the power and the way you stretched out, that's the way you want it. But the forward was a little bit, so you see how your feet hit the board there? So when you did your forward, it was just a real shallow forward. Normally you forward hard, and that gives you the right timing to kick back. So in changing things up, this is gonna happen. You can just feel off timing. All right, kicks it back, forces it up to the sky, stretched it out, that's the one, and look at her feet. So let me see if I can go back on that one. Compared to Maddie, so if Maddie's watching, perhaps you can see, there's where you want it. Look at that back. That's what I'm talking about. Her feet are higher than her hips. That's a nice kickback. And that's when you take your feet forward, that's gonna give you you're gonna put all the energy back into that bar. So it can give you that energy when you want it. So boom, she kicked those feet down. Look at that. So see where her 7, that's a 7. That's a very nice, she's in a hollow and that doesn't matter. That is a great 7 right there. Hips are getting close to the bar. They're not drifting behind her shoulders. You can tell she's got gymnastics shoulders there. And it's perfect. It's great. Gymnasts make amazing flyers. So, great job, Monica. And I saw the way you stretched out. Very nice. Let's see it. And stretches it out. Oh, but right there. See, that's what I was talking about. She should be stretched out here, and look at that deep hollow. Kicks it back, and look at her. See, now look how far away she is from the bar. It has a lot to do with the timing. If she's in that hollow early, your timing is going to be off, and you're going to drift away from the bottom half of your body is going to drift away from the bar. All right, but huge improvements for Monica. Okay, so there her feet came down only because she's got a low swing at this point. But that's the idea. She actually did it right. She stretched out. It's hard. You can kind of tell she wants to get into that hollow. She's like in that hollow barely, and kick back, and there it is. And you can kind of see the timing on that because she stretched it out and forward. Now at this point, those are TikToks. But with the low swing, that's what's going to happen. Oh, early release. Took a trip, and I don't know what's up with she never does the flailing arms. No grabbing the net. Okay. Really, it doesn't matter. I'm actually not one of those. Nice, Lauren. And get those hips closer. You're sticking your butt out. And stretch it out forward. Big back 7. Get that butt into the bar. And I think she's done. Good. She couldn't get her feet in front, so she got her knees in front. And Lauren does this very well. Look how she spots the net and turns. That's the way you want to do it. That's solid. And here we come, Brittany. She's got the returning grip. Turns around, switches her hands. Very nice. Up over the board. Ooh, nice and stretched out. And pushes down. There's her half turn. That's your best one that session. That looked great, Brittany. Yep, having fun in the net. That net is a lot of fun. Here comes Lemon. She kicks back. A little loosey-goosey in the legs. Kicking back. And look how far away her hips are from the bar. Get those hips into the bar. Forward. Big back. 7. Hips in. Oh, come on. Push the bar down and get those hips in. Forward. Big back. 7. Push those hips in. Ooh, you're going to hit that board one day. All right. So let's see if she spots. And feet down. Spots it. That's the way to do it. Very nice, Lemon. Good net skills. You're going to see why in this session, in this video, why it's important to spot that net and turn just before you land. You'll see. I'll point that back out. So here comes Lauren. Kick back. She can do it that harder and deeper. Nice stretch out. Big back 7. Get those hips in. Very nice, Lauren. That's what I'm talking about. Kick it out. Forward. Big back 7. Push those hips in. Good. Kick it back. Good. Stretching out. Forward. Not bad. Very good. Oh, she's tapping. She's like 6 feet 5 inches something. She's super tall. That's not true. But she's a tall girl. Tall woman. But very nice. That was a good set. That was a good set right there. Okay, Maddie's in line, so she can do a trick. Oh, come on. Kick it back. Force out is great. Forward. Big back 7. Looks like a set. And break. Okay, so right there, let's go back. Look at that shallow break, Maddie. When you break, that where I put it back for Monica, that's because you have it. Where Monica was kicking back and you saw how her ankles were above her hips, that's where your break should be. So right now, look at your break. It's just a slight hollow back. No, no, no. I know you have better shoulders than this and you can break much harder. And then from here, when you break, you want to drive those feet as fast and as hard as you can up to the sky. Boom. And then you just let go early. But again, you're going to let go early because that was a very shallow break. If you break hard, your timing will be on point. You won't let go as early. And that's where I was, I don't know, I think it was a previous session I said that when you start to learn layouts, you have all these G-forces. There you go. That's where it shows it. A lot of G-forces pushing you apart. But when you do a layout properly, you go weightless. You go completely 0G and you start to freak out. Like, what is going on? It's not normal. When do we feel 0G? Momentarily on a roller coaster, but here you're making it happen. You're literally falling through the air at 0G. All right, and you don't feel wind, you don't feel anything. So it's a very different feeling. So here comes Monica, thinks she's turning around, kicks down, turns around. Ooh, hips are far away. You should be in a 7 in there, Monica. And kick back, feet in front, get those hips up, good. Kick back a little early, hold that 7 a little bit longer. All right, so that's it for that. We're gonna seat drop it on the next one. And I like seat drops. Well, she doesn't have the twisty belt on here because I can teach this without the twisty belt most of the time. And it'll be fine. But that's a seat drop. She just landed on her bottom. All right, Brittany with the turnaround grip. Oh, no, my bad. Nice force out, a little late though, and sets and breaks. So look when Brittany breaks, now she's gonna hold it a little bit longer. It is really hard. You can see it in her shoulders. Maddie, you don't have the same shoulders as Brittany. But these are actually common shoulders. It's hard to break, but this is still a good break because she'll ride her break, her hollow back as long as possible. Let's see if we see a deeper one. Yeah, no. It's very hard to get it deep. And not everybody can do it. So it could be, Maddie, that you can't get it this deep, which is fine as long as you hold it longer. And then we'll drive that up to the sky. So let's see if she drives it up with everything she has. Nice. And she's above the bar there, and she's already starting to look for the hands of the catcher. Or actually, you know what? I take that back. Never say that. She's starting to look for the catcher. You don't look for the hands of the catcher. If you are a flyer, you leave those hands out there. Catcher catches you. You stay there. Even if you want to close your eyes, but we don't teach close your eyes. You don't catch the catcher. Catcher catches you. All right, good. All right, she does a cradle. She's not big on the... She's not big on spotting that. It's just not her style, and that's fine. She'll cradle it. So Lemon with her stretching out a little bit better. She gets into her, ooh, nice. So this is what I'm talking about. So she did a backhand pike whip, or she's doing a backhand pike whip. And this is why I like the idea, the thing of teaching. You land on your back from your TikToks, your swings. You go to your stomach, you spot the net, last second turn, because of tricks like this one. So watch. She lets go and turn. There it is. That's your safest way to come into the net. Always on your back, long body. All right, so here we go, bailout. She's gonna be doing TikToks, nice deep TikToks. She's like, I wanna stretch out my shoulders, but your hips are far away, Lily. You gotta get those hips in. So forward, back, 7, but it's a shallow back on that one. So you can't get your hips in unless you commit to a hard back. But I think she was, yeah, that's right. That's this session, this part here, and the turn. All right, keep those legs together when you turn. You'll turn much easier. So, yeah, I think her hands were, so trapeze artists get hot hands. Her hands are really hot that day. So I think that might have been her last one. She might do one more. All right, so here comes Monica. She's in lines. Let's see what she's gonna do. Force out, oh, but hollow to kick back. She's got a real nice kickback. Oh, there's a layout, kick back. So since I'm being hard on everybody else, let's see. So let's see her break, because her kickback is deep, but her break, let's see. So there's her break. Now this is common, legs separate when you break hard. So I know she's breaking with everything she has. And as you progress in this art, you'll learn how to keep your legs together when you break. But that's not the thing to think about right now. So that's a pretty deep break. So yeah, so Brittany, not a bad break. And Monica is probably the bendiest and stretchiest student that we have. So there you have it. Now when the pros break, they'll break the way you saw when I paused her back. When she kicks back, that's how they break. Just ankles above their hips. Crazy. Not all pros. I've seen pros that do crazy stuff that break even less than this. So let's see, she rides it up, she rides it up, she rides it up. Now right there. You see how she's already bending, like hollowing into it? You should be giving it so much force that you're not on a hollow yet. But again, everybody's gonna look a little bit different. So I think she's doing it. I want full force with those feet to the sky. No. So you can tell she didn't whip it up. So she didn't give everything on the forward. And that's the scariest part. That's like the last thing to learn. But she did go a little weightless because look, she tucked and she ends up doing a backflip because what do you do when you get scared? Everything comes in to protect your body, right? And this is normal. Everybody goes through this. That's why Momma Bird does the same thing. And she was like, well, I'll just do a backflip. And that's fine. And remember, Monica's blind. She's doing this blind. Oh, and she can't hear my calls. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. All right, so here comes Lauren. She does have a harness on, so she's going to be doing a trick. So no kickback because I believe it is a penny roll. So first position knee hang, and then cables at the peak, and then legs up and down. See, she didn't bring her feet down, so she can't get up there. So ready, feet up and down. That's how you sit up on that bar. Good, now you're gonna put your hands by your ears, lean back, and hep. And nice straight body to come out of it. Look at the catch now, Lauren. Look up to the catch. All right, so Lemon's on with a harness, so she's going to do something. Kicks back, up and over, very nice. Forward, big back, 7. Hold, oh, I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she was gonna do a layout. Oh, I know what it is. I told Lemon to put on lines so we can work on the force out. And because it's gonna change her timing, I was like, you know what, let's just put on some lines in case you feel funky, I can save you. And the timing changes. I can bring it down slowly. All right, here comes, Brittany's the only one of the only few students I allow to fly with sunglasses. She's been flying probably longer than I have. And break, nice break, and I would say drive harder to the sky because that's the only thing I saw there. Other than that, that's a good layout. I'll catch that all day. Monica with her lines, no kickback, so I think she's going to do a penny roll. And yep, so knees, cables, reach up as high as you can, and legs, feet up and down. So she kept her feet up, but it's Monica. She got up there and lean back. And I think here, she got mad at me because I was like, don't worry about it, just do it. And she's like, the lines are stuck. I can't do it if I don't feel it. I was like, yeah, but you're fine. You got to come down anyway. And she got mad at me because I didn't understand what she was saying. And to this day, I don't understand what she was saying. I was just like, yeah, but you have to come down anyway. Just do the trick. Don't worry about it. If the lines get stuck, I designed it, or it's been designed, but I mean, I changed things around. I know how they work. Actually, these lines, I think I'm the only one in the world using this particular rope, because I'm reviewing it, and it's very strong, but it shrinks, and that's annoying me. But I know how to make them longer. But the whole thing is, yeah, I'm a rigger. I know the rig. But she was really upset that I didn't understand. I was like, just trust me, do the trick. It's gonna be fine. When I say hep off. But I have to keep some humility because I have had somebody get hurt because I didn't really look at what they were doing. And I was like, oh yeah, you got it, you're fine. And they did get a rug burn, and a pretty nasty rug burn. I felt bad. All because I didn't pay attention enough to where their hand position was on a trick that they were doing. Anyway, I have to always remember to stay humble. But to this day, I don't know why Monica was upset with me. All right, so here we go with Lauren. Kicks back, up. Oh, that's right, she's doing the penny roll, so no kickback. Knees up and cables right here at peak. Feet up and down. And okay, very nice. She's forcing it. Okay, lean back and hep. Nice. Don't forget to look at the catcher. You're looking at the net. You have to look up to the catcher first, but very nice penny roll. And that looks like that is all that I have for this session. I think it was a great session. These ladies are, well, for you ladies, you are incredible. You are all doing a phenomenal job. You are all improving extremely well and fast. because it's not normal. You go to a lot of schools and you can be there for 10 years and never get to this level. So you're all doing well. You're flying out of lines, you're being safe, you know how to come into the net. That's the most important thing. That's the one thing we have to drive home. So for the public out there who's watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. And they are doing an incredible job. I don't have any announcements except if you are visiting Miami, we have a room for rent. If you do want to take a class, link is down below. All the links are down below. Everything's down below on that description. And yeah. Oh, and here's your daily dose of cuteness. See you tomorrow.